refused to let it go. And fair enough too. Dowler shoveling it, Lewis another go, and finally the Hawks prevail. Hodge hoping for Dew, but Murphy circumvents, and Carlton are a chance. Cruiser, great skills for a big man. O'Halpin to Armfield, to Scotland, whose skills are normally pretty good. Carlton player down behind play, looks like Cruiser. Scotland goes forward, Favola waits, Wiggins gives, misses, and Murphy did it beautifully. Deftly edging out Favola. The Hawks hold up.
Saul off to Taylor. Oh, lumbering away. Cruiser missed the tackle, and Taylor kicks it back to Dowler.
Carlton player down was O'Halpin, but he's up.
Kick to the wing. Lewis didn't move from the last contest out there. Kicked low and effective to Franklin, who's marked 55 from goal. Oh, poor marking from Bow this time. From 50, he kicks across the face. Roughhead. He's marked in the pocket. And as you can see, on a very acute angle.
Yes, he knows what he's doing.
Around. Oh, dear. Missing to the near side.
Trisso Whitecross back on, and remarkably Cade Simpson's back on. He looked shot to pieces earlier.
Second example this quarter of a Carlton player asleep when manning the mark. Should know that Buddy will play on if he possibly can. Doesn't like having to set shots for goal.
Simple things that you can control, Rob. There's lots of things in this game you can't control.
Jared Waite has got the jitters kicking in.
Hawthorn 2 goals, 7 for the quarter. They've looked ready to blow Carlton out of the water, but haven't quite been able to finish it. Judd to Scotland. The next goal in the last 4.5 minutes of this third term is of inestimable value. Jamison, a former rookie from Ballarat. And again, Hawthorn's zone really forcing Carlton to be very careful. Bauer opts for safety. Brett Thornton almost became a Hawk a couple of years ago. Been minutes today when Carlton fans might have wished that he had have done. But he is a very accomplished player. All the numbers with Hawthorn here. That was dangerous. Renouf giving it off to Sewell. Sitting it. Brave attempt, Moss. Stevens. Waite. Bauer. Cruiser. Bauer. Little deflection, but Murphy receives. Bauer again. Judd. This is a good effort by Carlton, and a good kick to Betts. Oh, bad miss. Still a chance. Judd over the top. Now, can O'Halpin do something with it? He's got to collect his mess first. Scotland, well tackled. Couldn't get it to Betts. Betts gets it back and misses.
What a great contest. The crowd's just loving it. Carlton ran it from one end of the ground to the other with handball. Well, I think poor old Santan, he didn't know what he was going to do.
So Hawthorn bring it out, and it's going to be a boundary throw in. Just touched inside, and Chance Bateman taking a long time to get up. Carlton need the next goal. 3 minutes until three-quarter time. Cruiser in front. Scotland. Now Lewis. Good pressure though from the Carlton forwards. Chance for Murphy. Tackled by Saul. Boundary line is close, and we'll get a boundary throw.
It's a Murphy free kick.
Okay, thanks, Rob.
And Guerra just continued on with the tackle into Murphy's back. Couple of Hawkers not happy. Let's have a look at it.
Yep, fair enough. So Mark Murphy opens up the angle, pulls it back across his body, but just offline. So the margin now is back to 13 points. Let's get down to Andy Marr.
Yeah, the doctor's out to Chance Bateman. He pulled up really sore in the lower back after that incident we just saw over the boundary line. He looks like he's okay, but he'll definitely get treatment at three-quarter time.
Free kick 17-11 Carlton's way, but the umpire's no bigger than the game. So Hawthorn defending here, leading by 13 points. And it's their turn to be patient and careful as they come out of defence. Mitchell, good on both sides of the body, went for Renouf, and Cruiser spoiled, didn't get it clear. His tackle was good, and
He persisted with the tackle, the big fella in the ruck. Well done.
Not always easy to hang on with. You've just got a handful of jumper, Rob, but he just hung on for grim death. Great stuff from the youngster.
No one standing the mark. Cruiser to Stevens, to Armfield. Waits for the right option and finds it in Simpson. Back from the grave. Long to Waite up there, is it? Well subdued. There'll be a throw-in. Not a bad result for the Blues.
Carlton have not been outscored in a final quarter this year.
Here's the tackle. Just handful of jumper with the right hand and would not and refused to let go. From the boundary throw-in. Chance for O'Halpin. Oh, he's kicked an amazing goal! The big Irishman, Satanda!
And he says, I'm off. And they say, stay out there, you're running hot.
He sprinted off about 20 metres and they said, no, go back, son. Minute 30 left in the quarter. And he pulls the margin back to 7 points. They needed that goal, Carlton. I tell you what, we are in for one hell of a final quarter here at the MCG.
Ooh. And we'll have a look at this boundary throw-in. Satanta O'Halpin. He follows up and slams it on the boot. Carlton have kicked 8 goals from stoppages in this game. The Hawks have kicked 3.
Chris Judd must have known he had a goal in him. He tried to give him one a while ago. It came unstuck so badly you had to ask why he did it. There's Chance Bateman, who, as Andy Marr told us, has gone off and having the back worked on. Under a minute and a half to go in the quarter. The Hawks led by 9 points at half-time. The Blues have actually eaten into it now with straighter kicking in this third term, but it still stands at 7.
Cruiser having a spell, Cloak doing the ruck work, and O'Halpin down in the goal square.
Taylor and Cloak shunting at each other. Simon Wiggins, there's a little Houlihan under it all. There'll be another ball up.
And you can see there Murphy and Stevens, midfielders, getting an important rest just before this three-quarter time break.
Lewis climbing in. Scotland swatting at Carlton's way. Williams tied up. No easy kicks out there. A minute to go in the third quarter. The Hawks are 7 points up.
Jared Waite has been moved to centre half forward.
Taylor wins it down. Chance for Mitchell. Wrapped up by Wiggins. Going nowhere. Umpire McLaren, no option but to bounce. What a beautiful afternoon here in Melbourne. The MCG. Taylor gets rid of Cloak. Couldn't get a handball away though. Chance for Gibbs. Little Gibb is okay. To Judd. Wide to Armfield. Needs to commit here. Well, Lewis certainly did. Got it to Moss. Under pressure. Carlton really applying the clamps here. Carazzo. Houlihan. Rioli was in his path, but numbers with the Blues. Houlihan shares it with Joseph. Now Gibbs back into the corridor. 25 seconds to make something happen. Simpson over to Judd. Something normally does happen. Beautiful kick for Vola. If you don't mind, Rob.
What about Judd's composure when he got that football? He was ready to bomb it. He lifted the eyes. Space in front of Fev. Pulled the kick. And said, Fev, you run onto it. And he did. And we've seen Favola at his best when he's been able to lead into the ball on Robbie Campbell.
Well, he's had an interesting day, Brendan. He has kicked 4 goals, 3 goals, 2 from set shots. This to bring the Blues back to within a point at the final change. And as you said, Rob, they have not lost a final quarter this season. Brendan Favola. He's kicked 4 from 45 metres. Drop